So now let's start. Please circulate the link among the students of first, first year of Chalwas and College. So now this part, uh, yes. If the dielectric material is placed between the electric field, so the distribution of the field changes to degree depends upon the relative permittivity. Again, we know that P is equal to this part, equation 1. So this gyre is equal to P by epsilon naught E. So again we know that P is equal to Q dash by A, and E electric field uh, is equal to Q by K epsilon naught A. So this epsilon naught will be cancelled, and the rest part is K into Q dash by A divided by Q by A. So we know that K is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught. So in place of this, we can write epsilon into Q dash by A, means when they are placed in the medium, divided by epsilon naught into this Q divided by A, means when they are placed in free space. So we can write charge density dielectric divided by charge density in free space. Now, in your syllabus, some of the terms related to boundary relations. Boundary relation in your syllabus, if you see your syllabus, some of the terms like the boundary relations, this type of words will given. So boundary relations, boundary means gate boundary. The boundary relations, there are two conditions. Suppose first condition is the boundary conditions at the surface separating two substances. Boundary conditions at the surface separating two substances. Here, the electric field changes. The electric field changes that occurs in going from one medium to another medium. Electric field changes when going from one medium to another medium, and they and it depends upon the Gauss law and the electrostatics field when it is conserved. Means no work is done in transporting a change around a closed path in an electrostatic field. Means when the electric field changes, see my cursor, when it goes from one medium to another medium 1 to medium 2, that depends uh, upon the two law like Gauss law. Gauss law means surface into closed path, surface integral when in closed circle d into ds is equal to q, we know that. And second is when the electrostatic field is conservative. Electrostatic field is conservative. These things are written here. Gauss law, we know that this part. Electrostatic field is conservative field. Means this closed surface path E into dl equal to 0, and Gauss law statement is closed circuit path surface integral d into ds is equal to charge q. So in this figure, if this is the cylinder, and the height of the cylinder is suppose h, and delta b, delta s be the surface of the cylinder. Here, figure shows this is the cylinder, and the height of the cylinder is h. Surface of the cylinder is delta s, means base area is delta s of the cylinder. The cylindrical box is constructed that it lies half in each medium. Means this constructed box, the part of constructed box is half in medium 1 and half is medium 2. In this figure, this dn, d suffix में n, dn be the average normal component of displacement vector d to the bottom of the box. Means dn is an inward normal. This dn is an inward normal. The direction of dn is lower part to upper part. Means surface area, in this surface area, dn is an inward normal, or it is the average normal component. d2n in the upper part, d2n, this d2n be the average normal component of displacement vector d2 to the medium, medium 2, towards the medium 2. If cylinder of height, suppose if the cylinder of height is 0, the contribution of the curved surface, this contribution of the curved surface to the flux is taken as 0. If the height of the cylinder is 0, so the curved surface, contribution of the curved surface of the flux is also 0. So according to Gauss law, we know that this d2n means upward, normal upward, into this area delta s, base area, d2n into ds, a delta s, minus d1n into ds, a delta s, is equal to charge on this cylinder is suppose q. So according to Gauss law, the total flux is d2 and delta s minus d1n delta s is equal to q. So this q be the total charge enclosed by the surface. So this d2n minus d1n is equal to q divided by, if suppose delta s will be common, so delta s into d2n minus d1n is equal to q. Therefore d2n minus d1n is equal to q divided by delta s. ये delta s common जो था is equal to this part, sigma. This sigma is the charge per unit area of the boundary of the two substances. Charge per unit area of the boundary of the two substances. This equation 2, this equation 2 indicates the normal component of the displacement vector d changes at a boundary between two dielectrics by an amount of the charge density. If suppose boundary is this boundary is, if this boundary is in free from charge, this boundary is free from charge. Suppose this boundary is free from charge, means means this sigma is equal to 0, then this equation can be written as d2n minus d1n is equal to this part 0. This when this part will be 0 means d2n is equal to d1n. d2n is equal to d1n. Equation 3. Now, if the electrostatics, now the second part. So in this part we have this part will be calculated according to Gauss law. Second part, when the electrostatic field is conservative. Now the electrostatics according to this conservative field, electrostatic field is conservative, means integral of E around a closed path, means integral of E around a closed path means E into dl, means this part A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Integral of A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. E into dl. When the electrostatic field is conservative, the rectangle part ABCD E into dl is equal to, it can be written as in this form, means part AB line integral AB into dl plus BC line integral E into dl plus CD E into dl plus E into dl dA for AD is equal to 0. If the path length, BC is very small, means suppose this BC part path length is 0, the work along the segment BC and AD of the path normal to the boundary is 0. If this path length BC is very small, or suppose this the path length of BC is 0, then the work along the segment BC and AD of the path normal to the boundary is 0. Hence, the line integral of E, it can be written as this E1t into delta x. Area is suppose delta x. Area of this rectangle is suppose delta x. So now we can write E1t into delta x minus this part is 0. BC and AD will be 0. So in medium AB is one part and CD is another part of medium 2, and delta x with the length. So E1t for medium 1, E1t into delta x minus E2t into delta x is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. AB is equal to CD equal to मान लो delta x. तो E1t is equal to E2t. फिर से इसको बोल रहे हैं. सपोज करो अब क्या बोल रहे हैं कि बाउंड्री कंडीशंस at the substance separating two substances. Boundary conditions at the substance separating two substances. ये है. इसमें हम क्या बोल रहे हैं कि इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड changes occurs when it goes from one medium to another medium and can be determined with the help of two basic ideas. Means one is Gauss law, surface integral closed surface path d into ds is equal to q. We know that this path. And another is when the electrostatic field is conservative. So according to both the idea, we have draw two medium 1 and medium 2, and in between these two medium This is the boundary conditions, and in between in this boundary conditions we are placing a cylindrical cylinder whose height is h, and delta b is the delta s be the base area of the cylinder, h be the height of the cylindrical surface. Or here another rectangular surface is ABCD. ABCD. So in this cylindrical surface, D1N be a inward normal, or it can be known as the average normal of displacement vector D to the box, or D2N be the outward normal. D1 is the inward normal and D2 is suppose outward normal, or it can be the average normal component of the displacement vector D to the face of the box in medium 2. In medium 2, D1 is the inward normal or average component normal of the displacement vector D to medium 1. If the suppose if the height of the surface, if this height of the cylinder is suppose 0, the contribution of the curved surface to the flux is taken as 0. If the height is 0, then contribution of the curved surface to the flux will be 0. So according to Gauss law, we can write that D2N into delta S minus D1N into delta S is equal to total charge Q, is equal to this total charge Q, where Q is the total charge enclosed by the surface. So if we can take delta S is a common, then rest part is D2N minus D1N. D1N is equal to Q, means D2N minus D1N is equal to Q divided by common part is delta S. So it can be written as suppose sigma. Now this sigma is the change per unit area of the boundary. Sigma be the change per unit area of the boundary of the two substances, boundary of the two substances. And this equation 2 indicates the normal component of the displacement vector D changes as charge boundary conditions. If suppose boundary conditions is free, if suppose this boundary condition is free, means this sigma is equal to suppose 0. This sigma is equal to 0, means D2N minus D1N is equal to 0. Therefore, D2N is equal to D1N. D2N minus D1N is equal to 0, means D2N is equal to D1N. Equation 3. Now, equation 3 has been coming from according to the Gauss law. Now, second part is if the electrostatic field is conservative. The electrostatic field is conservative. So according to this, E around a closed path, means this ABCD, a rectangular path. E into DL, line integral E ABCD E into DL is equal to line integral AB surface into DL plus BC surface into DL, like this, plus CD surface E into DL plus AD surface E into DL, means E into DL will be same at all the surfaces AB, CD, CD, BC, AD. All the surfaces. So the path difference, suppose path length of this BC